Hello everyone, this is part 73, bringing you game 3 between Mac Gamers Guild and Civil Order. Right now, Civil in the lead. They have 21 points to MGG's 4. I mean, this last game though, worth quite a bit of points. It is Venice Capture's ally, and maximum points a team can score is 22. So we'll just have to see if MGG can pull off some solid play here. Right now it's 6-on-7. Let's see where the teams are and what we got here. So MGG's gold team, consisting of Homer, Fresh, and Ace, are in the southeast. And MGG's purple team is in the northeast, controlled by Elvain, Darty Crash, and Egg. It seems like Elvain and Homer are the most trusted and solid players here on their team. They end up captaining for their team here. And Civil's gonna be in control of the west. In the southwest, we got NNAB Tilps with Stinger, El Destructo, and Mr. Sweetie, the 4-man team. And in the northwest, we got Fod, Ruiner, and Pete MG. And so the game type here is captures. Now, since it's allies, let me try to explain the scoring real quick. So, oh no, I'm starting to pull one of my eyeballs out. I think it's 1 point per ball. No, not my eyeballs, but each one of these capture balls. And depending on the placement of the teams, first and second, third, and fourth, respectively, will earn 5, 3, 1, and 0 points. So you don't want your team to be in last here. But a team who ends up in first place potentially outscores a team in second and a team in third. So we'll have to see how this game ends up. It is the last battle for one of these teams. We'll have to see how it goes. Seems like Ruiner is gonna sink some Thrall. Sweets, I believe, was redirected east. NNF with the jokes. And Stinger and LD gonna be moving up. Seems like they're gonna try and position right here. In one of the best positions on Venice Lamont. These hills have extreme range and control over the mid area.
Ball contested.
It looks like the two MGG teams are going to combine over here in the east, but it seems like they're going to play to secure and tag balls. So they're totally going for the ball lead, and they want Civil to come to them. But Civil already pushing towards the middle part of the map with most of their units. MGG just hiding over here. They might be able to coordinate these balls, but more than likely, I mean, this ball is already stuck.
Ball captured.
Pete did a nice job with that.
Ball contested.
Stinger's gonna take out this goal, so it will be unable to push. Oh, that one's already being micromanaged. So never mind. But I mean, the early, hold back with your main force and send your goals for early tag strategy. You don't really want to just throw your goals away so early. And at the same time, it's a long distance between mid and, for example, this area that MGG wants to fortify. There's also a lot of shit in the terrain that's just blocking, like you have this cactus could get a ball stuck. The impassable water could get a ball stuck. Like this ball, they're not even going to be able to secure it unless like he had been moving it towards this northern area. And now Egg is completely focused on microing that. He's gonna lose that goal. Able to start moving this one just in time before Ruiner caught up to him. And Egg is going to end up just sticking it there rather than pulling it back. And so, I mean, one of MGG's teams has at least 3 balls, although it seems like they're only going to have 1 pretty soon, and it's just going to be this 1 ball over here. Oh, it looks like those teams actually have 2 as they are contesting each other due to the kind of broken alliance system that, I don't know, it definitely could have used some updating after being played. For example, the teams can accumulate damage inflicted and kills by attacking each other, and also veteran their units up that way. And also, if 2 teams are allied and the game ends, I mean, and the other team is eliminated, the game doesn't actually end. It continues. You know, forcing those 2 teams to play against each other, or the host to just restart the game, and or run the time out, or maybe one team could tag all the balls. But either way, it could have been worked on a little bit more. Just the fact that it's not really played too often, I think, helps factor into the fact that it was never really updated. But we got some battling going on here. Stinger and Tilps and El Destructo on Civil's front line, trying to push the majority of the MGG team. MGG already losing some archers. They got 3 warlocks in that position, however. It seems like they might have, they also have a warlock to the south here. And Homer, once again, large amount of the units, 44%. You can tell he was just microwing something around the map, because he wasn't even like paying attention to his units down here.
Ball captured.
And Tilp's gonna scout and feel him out, but we got basically a 4-on-2 warlock push right here. Civil trying to hold it down, and Ruiner seems like he will be moving for the MGG final balls rather than coming in for a pinch, although he will still be in a great position to pinch if he chooses to do so. And it seems like he does want to come in from the north.
Captured.
And Ruiner is saying, man, gonna come in from the north, but not too far, please. Unless you think they're all there. Ruiner, they have to be. I mean, they're keeping good track of MGG's units, and this is 1 or 2 games in a row with MGG is just keeping, they're not really spreading out, they're keeping a lot of their units together. And Ace, he's gonna lose an archer there. Oh, Fresh almost loses a warlock, but some nice maneuvering is gonna keep it alive. And the southern civil team is going to continue retreating as Ruiner's north pushes, and MGG will find themselves in a bit of a pinch shortly. I'm just checking the home bases real quick. I don't think any team here traded for pus. Oh, we did have pus. But what is this? It looks like wasted pus, or I don't know what happened there. I'm not sure what that's about. Like, it looks like a white guy healed, and then someone just threw the big pus into the ground so no one could use it. But I'm not quite sure. A warlock's gonna go down. LD taking the kill, and LD, he's gonna lose elevation and additional range with his archers here as he backs up. Fought with a late shot, but that warlock shot by Fresh is not going to go long enough. LD dropping a flame arrow. Ruiner could effectively just move right in here for the balls and the kill. But I think he wants to have a little bit of fun instead, because he's just coming in for the pinch. We're gonna zoom it out here and take a quick look at statistics after this fireball goes down. MGG got two teams of 65 and 73%. Civil in the lead with 84 and 97%. They also have the ball lead, 7 balls total, 2 for MGG. But let's get rid of some of this stuff. Watch the game here. Fod, he's gonna take out those warriors. And they're just playing a nice slow backup game while Ruiner's coming in to push. Able to take out quite a bit of archers right there with his crew. He might land a kill on the warlock, but it's going to dodge out of the way as he dodges that fireball. And El Destructo, Stinger, they will be backing off to play it safe. And it seems like Fod's warlock has finished his dinner and he's going to come and join the fight finally. We got Mr. Sweetie moving in with the goals. We got 1 minute remaining. I mean, I'm surprised Civil just doesn't move in to tag them out, but they're gonna go for the ultimate pinch here. Where are these gold warriors going? I just noticed Homer is missing. He's actually swinging behind Ananabtilps. I mean, this is why I think no overhead could have been a better meta, for the players involved. Like, Ananab would really have to be paying attention to his map to see Homer swing around. Of course, he's a very observant and aware captain, so I wouldn't be surprised if he was just aware that Homer was moving around. But Homer's gonna move in here and threaten these back balls. Meanwhile, PMG moving in on the dwarf. That dwarf is gonna be murdered. But let's check out back mid here. I mean, this is all that's left. Oh, never mind. There's nothing left of Mac Gamer's Guild besides these body parts. They only have 2% remaining. They do have a team with 33%. The majority of those units are over here contesting. But right now, Fresh is contesting that ball, trying to drag out the game here as PMG chases down Egg. And as Stinger's moving in, he's going to get pretty close to those balls. We'll have to see how long this contest lasts, because I mean, Fresh is still just sitting there. But as Egg says, it's already over. And Ruiner's saying, Fod, let them contest. I mean, he just wants full points here. And Tilps, Stinger, and LD gonna clean up that ball as Fod and Ruiner clean up that one. And the purple MGG team has just been eliminated. I believe they had like a goal remaining. Or, yeah, it was chasing this, pushing this ball. Or attempting to push it away from the Civil team.
Ball captured.
Fod's Warlock might be in a bit of trouble. It's got 8 kills. But Mr. Sweetie coming in.
Ball captured.
And Civil gonna pull away with this one. One of their teams still has 94%. The flanking team of the North. And the alliances have broken, so the game's already over. And we'll just speed that up real quick because why wait? Anyway, looking at this game here, I mean, MGG just kind of backed off, and then they went like in a straight line forward. Only person deterring from that was Homer, who tried to wrap around towards the end, but literally just in a straight line across the map, up against the yellow Southern Civil team, the 4-man team. and that 4-man team was able to hold the 2 3-man teams combined, while Ruiner moved around the northern part of the map and eventually came in to flank their opponent. Pete MG also securing these balls over here, filling in that role play. So let's look at the stats real quick, but first we will tally out the scores. Both teams of MGG were eliminated, so it does say that the gold team would have 3rd place, but because they're eliminated according to the MWC99 website, no points are awarded for being killed off, I should say, rather. So Civil's gonna get the 5 points from 1st place flag. They're gonna get 3 points from the 2nd place flag, and they're gonna get 1 point per ball with 9 balls, which is gonna total up to 17-0 victory, which is weird because on the website it says it was 22-0. Oh, okay. So I was reading the wrong capture scoring. I apologize about that, guys. The real capture scoring is 2 points per ball, and you get 1st or 2nd points, 3rd for finishing 1st, 2nd for finishing 1. So with 2 points per ball and 9 balls, we got 18 points right there. Plus the additional 4 points is going to be 22 points. Also makes me wonder if I made an error in the Stampede scoring, but that was based on percentage units, so never mind. Anyway, Civil scores 22 points here. That's going to tally up on top of their .1 lead, so they're going to end the match with 43 points. And MGG only able to come away with points in that first game territories. They'll end the match with 4 points. So Civil's gonna take victory here. They have completed the 3-0 sweep, 43-4. They will be moving on in the bottom bracket. I believe their next opponent will be the winner of Glue the Moose and Saber, which evidently is Glue the Moose, as Saber Rummers unable to show up for their final match and are eliminated via forfeit. And so with this one last goodbye to MGG, let's go over their statistics in the game. Homer 5-11, 56 damage. Ace 1-7, 24 damage. Fresh 0-6, 2 damage. Elvain 2-4, 13 damage. 3-8, 21 damage. And Darby Crash 0 kills, 12 losses, 0 damage. Not really able to help his team with much at all. Wonder if he had suicidal artillery that damaged his own units, but maybe he just wasn't able to score a single damage point inflicted, which is very possible considering the percentages and just the play that Civil has. I mean, the big difference between Civil and MGG is, Civil has this game plan and they go for it every time, and MGG has a game plan. Why did I even put it like that? I mean, Civil has a game plan that's like, scout, be aggressive, react to get to your opponents before they can even react, and like they're just spitting out orders all game long, whereas MGG's kind of taking their time with things. You can kind of tell that Civil's a bit more serious and MGG is a bit more lax here, albeit they did have a 1 or 2 player disadvantage throughout the 3-game series. You know, in the last 2 maps, it's just been let's clump up, figure out what Civil's doing, and try to adjust to that. And then they run into every counter that Civil has prepared, whether it's a choke point, you know, already being surrounded by their opponents, things of that nature. MGG should have been aware that they were only fighting one team here, and should have sent something up through the northern part of the map to at least contest Ruiner's units. But I mean, it is what it is. And you know, moving on here, we'll go through the Civil stats. We got FOD 13-0, a perfect game for him, 41 damage. I'm sure that feels good after dropping from the calm game, unfortunately. Next up, Ruiner 4-0, 36 damage. Pete MG 3-2 and 28 damage. Enenab Tilps 1-4, 24 damage. Stinger 12-0, 53 damage. El Destructo 11-4, 136 damage. Mr. Sweetie 3-4, 24 damage. And that wraps up the Civil stats. Looking at kills and damage over time, seems like the southern team for Civil doing the majority of the work on this map. Fighting both armies at one time, waiting for Ruiner and Pete MG to get in position for their respective plays, and FOD hanging out in the back, coming to support when it was finally needed. He was able to clean up a lot of units and really complement that Southern Civil force that just was able to lock down on the 2 MGG teams, slowly back them up across the map and get rewarded with kills and damage all across the way. You know, I thought Civil had a much better strategy where, you know, they're not just sending out one goal to go and scout and collect balls all at the same time. They moved their units right away towards the center of the map and the areas where all the balls were. So, you know, if 2 goals are contesting each other, you know, there's potential there for those units to come up and support those goals. Whereas MGG just kind of hung back. They tried to bring some balls back to their position, but they ended up losing quite a bit in the process, and then putting themselves in a position where they're then forced to push because they didn't get that early game advantage. And that's about all my thoughts on this match. I mean, Civil really just, they fucking smashed the floor with these guys, man. MGG performed, according to like the scoring anyway, MGG performed the worst against Civil across all matches. I mean, the only comparison is the first match of Civil and Men of Rohan, which I didn't cover. Civil won that 88-6, which is a pretty wide margin, but they're more only able to score 6 points. And here, MGG only able to score 4. You see what I'm saying? And their dominance just continues, man. We'll have to see how things go. So I'd like to thank you all for watching. Just to recap here, the score of the match: 43 points to Civil Order, Matt Gamer's Guild with 4, and Civil Order will be moving on to play Glue the Moose. So feel free to check out those recordings as well. You can find them at the macobserver.com/MWC99 website. And I will also be uploading them sometime soon as I continue finishing up the remainder of the matches here in Myth World Cup 1999. Anyway, I would like to thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day.